I want to get perspective now from Congressman Steve Cohen. He's a Tennessee Democrat and a member of the House Intelligence Committee. Thanks so much, Congressman, for joining us tonight.
Thank you. It's interesting to know that's the place where they implement whatever that is. Trumpese.
Well, we need to learn more. So my first question to you is, given you're a member of the House Intelligence Committee, part of whose responsibility is overseeing the CIA, have you been given any more insight into this attack?
None whatsoever. We haven't been given any insight to anything they're doing in the Pacific or the Caribbean on the shooting at and bombing these boats, and then whatever happened with the rescue. We've had no reports from the CIA on these activities. They say they've had nothing to do with it, and it's not been their mission. I've been down just about 2 weeks ago to Key West and to Miami to the Southern Command, and they said that it was not their issues either, that the Southern Spear was a totally different group.
I want to ask if you suspect, given that you support action that would stop the Trump administration from launching strikes against Venezuela without congressional approval, do you fear that this was deliberately a CIA operation to avoid any legal obligation to inform Congress or seek approval from Congress?
I suspect it was. It was kind of strange. Normally we don't refer to and make public notice of CIA activities. Those are all covert. And this was the first open announcement of the CIA doing something in another country where the president announced it rather than being discovered by news media or a foreign government.
Now, to that point, it's interesting because earlier this month, President Trump was asked if he would seek authorization from Congress for any land attacks in Venezuela. And here's how he answered. I want to get your reaction.
I wouldn't mind telling him, but it's not a big deal. I don't have to tell him. It's been proven. But I wouldn't mind at all. I just hope they wouldn't leak it. People leak it. They are politicians, and they leak like a sieve.
So as it turns out, the sieve in this case was the president himself. By leaking this, did he put any U.S. operations, the CIA, operatives, et cetera, or sources and methods in danger, at risk?
Well, he could have, but he certainly puts the United States reputation at risk. We're going to be looked at like we were 100 years ago or whatever, as the Yankee imperialism, and where the Latin American countries despise the United States. And I know that, obviously Colombia and Ecuador and unless you, and even, I don't know if the Nicaraguan people care at all about Honduran people, where we just pardoned their president, who they want to have arrested and try for other offenses. He's a crook. I was down in Honduras, maybe 5-6 years ago. We met with him, and he was too slick. And I thought the guy's program was not from the soul, and it wasn't accurate, and it was just a scam. And that's what it was.
Well, Congressman Cohen, we appreciate you joining us tonight.
You're welcome. Have a good New Year.
You as well, to your family as well.